joy, comfort, and peace. Hey, everybody. Hope all is well. So, as you can see on the screen, the video says, white man wants to know why a black woman responded in this manner. I think I know. Okay, so the guy in this case is my boo. So here's what happened. He comes home and he says, I went to the store and he said, I spoke to this young black woman and I said, hey, how's your day going? And he said, she looked at him, she stopped and she looked at him, didn't say anything. And he's like, boy, she put those eyes on me. And when I say, put those eyes on me, sometimes I'll say that, it's like, it's a look of disapproval. He's like, yeah. He was like, why? He said, so I just killed. He's like, wow. He said, she didn't even say anything. I'm like, okay. He said, wow, I was just being nice to her. He said, then I saw another older black woman and I asked her how her day was going and she would have sounded nice and friendly. I'm like, okay. I said, but, it's people and their experiences. Now, I know some people may say, oh, why he's saying hi? He ain't got to say hi. We're friendly people like that. Okay? I have been told by other people that I am too friendly. And so I told him, I said, people have their experiences. I said, so far, you don't know what she's dealing with. I said, the older black woman, she's older. She may be more established and doing okay. I said, so let's say, for example, I said, black women, we have, all people have their issues. But in my opinion, we got a double whammy. See, we're not like the men. You can be dusty out there and run back to the BC, which I didn't tell. We didn't go into that, but I'm saying to you guys, run back to the BC with open arms. I said, but let's say the sister went to work. Okay? She's gone to work and she does her job. And then you look up, she has to go ahead and do Becky or Maria's job, or she signed up for time off. She didn't get it, but somebody else did. I said, because I've seen that on jobs where black women have to do a double whammy. Okay? I said, maybe she went for a promotion, and didn't get it. Or maybe, just maybe, she's looking for a job, well qualified, and didn't get it. And I said, so she's entitled to her feelings, I said, but stop and think. A person going through something like that, it could be an issue. It could be work related. Maybe she's just not friendly. Hey, she can respond however the heck that she wants. I said, well, stop and think. I said, black women deal with those issues. I said, and then here you come along with your jolly white ass. And we laugh. You come along with your jolly white ass and you're like, oh, hey, how you doing? How's it going? Well, for her, it's not going great. All right? It's not going great. So I said, imagine dealing with an issue like that on your job, or maybe needing a job, and you're qualified and can't land something. But imagine, let's just say, for example, if that's the case. Oh, we're not done. So, and I hear these issues about black women on the job. That's why a lot of us are leaving corporate America, starting our own business ventures. Yay, go get it, girls. Things like that happen every day. I seen a homegirl of mine years ago. Becky, she with the boss, having relations. She just leaves the job, go run some errands, do whatever she wants to do, and she didn't get her work done. Then they go to the black woman, she comes to the black woman, oh, hey, can you help me? No, you the one that ran off running your errands because you're sleeping with Peter. Skank. And so now you want her to help you get your work done. No, is she getting extra pay? She stayed at her desk working. Next thing you know, the black woman wouldn't help her. No, that's your job. Or the deadline. But you was off you were off just gallivanting around town. Gallivanting around town. You're having a little good time. Doing what you wanted to do. You left the job because you wanted to and it wasn't urgent. Now you want somebody to help you with the deadline. And when the black woman didn't help her, Becky went to the Peter, the manager, and the one she was sleeping with. He calls a meeting when a coworker asks you for help. We need to go ahead and help each other. What about when the coworker was also sitting on your lap and decides to leave a job like that? How about that? She just left the job to go run some errands or do whatever the heck she wanted to do on company time and still getting paid, and then doesn't have her work done. So you have to deal with issues like that. And that's on your job that you need to survive. And it's not like the majority of us have an option to go home and be a housewife or sit at home. Some do, good for you, but in our community, that is not the norm. I said, so imagine dealing with issues like that. Then you got to work on this job that you're not respected. Things happen. And things happen with all people, male or female, regardless of color. But we have a different story. Then you have to work on this job to earn this check that you need. There's sometimes no other income. Then on top of all of that, the paycheck that you have worked so hard for and you have dealt with so much, you got to take care of yourself, which is fine. But then you may have to take care of a child or children, helping a man and your mama, and maybe a cousin or a brother. So you have to deal with all that stress. And then the piece of paycheck that you get is too many people depending on it. But only one person went to work for it. That's a black woman for you. Everyday black woman, average, nothing. That's the norm. One person going to work earning that check, but how many people hands on deck for that same check? How many people are eating off of her check? How many people are riding around off of her check? How many people have a place to live because of her check? So being friendly to you, and it may not be her day. Being friendly to you, that's not her priority. She may see you as a reason. He look like that boss of mine that just tried to give me a bad review. She may just see you as, oh yeah, that's part of my problem right there. On that job, look like you. They got the same hue. She put those eyes on you. He just went on. Probably best. I mean, what can you do? She put those eyes on him, and he's like, yeah. I said, so she dealing with something like that. So like I said, here you come all jolly. Hey, good morning. How you doing? Hell, she's not doing great. Okay. And that's why she gave you that face. It's people and experiences. I'm like, do you wake up in the morning and worry about money? Honey, do you? Do you wake up in the morning and worry about money? You don't. You don't. You think she doesn't? So it's our experience. We have a whole different lifestyle to deal with. Now, somebody says hi to me. I'm pretty much a happy camper. That's just it. That's me. Hey, but I may have my day too. He's like, boy, she put those eyes on me. She looked, he kind of gave an expression. I had to kind of laugh. I'm like, oh, she wasn't checking for you today. Just being friendly. He's like, I was really surprised. Really? I said, yeah. So I said, just think, what if that's how her day is going? So being Mary Poppins, being the Black Mary Poppins, or, just being out friendly? No. A lot of stress. Things like that happen. We are shaped by our experiences. We all have good days and bad days. So it's easy to be comfortable when things are kind of handed to you. It's easy to be comfortable when you have resources. I don't care what nationality you are. It's easy to be all comfortable. You got to back up, a secure backup, a secure financial backup. But when you don't have that and you're the person that's out there, you got to go out and face the world. And handle things on your own. It's always you against the world. That's how you feel. And you are entitled to that. And then you come back home and you got to face a whole another set of drama. Maybe you want your own place. You paying for it. Who's all staying there? A non-working man and some children? Are they your kids? Sometimes it's a woman, her kids, and she takes in a man and his kid. I said, could be stressed out to the max. And I had a video on that, and it was just so sad. It was a black woman speaking, and she was at a bus terminal, and they were complaining about the services. And I said, "Oh my gosh." To me, I saw more than the video about the bus terminal. It was like her saying how she needed those services because guess what? She had to go to work, and she, it interferes with her job because she not only takes care of herself. Let's not forget she doesn't have a car. Okay, the bus is the transportation, the 52-seater. That is her transportation. She doesn't have a vehicle. Gosh, and going to work every day. Lord have mercy. And then she has to help on that same check, has to help with her children and her parents. One person going to work, but how many are on that check? Has not thought about it? What if something happens to her? Who's going to help her? Hamster wheel. Can't catch a break. Hamster wheel. Can't have a spa day. I thought about it. If she didn't have to carry the responsibility of other people, maybe she could have a car, have transportation. So you can forgive a sister if she's not in such a great mood today. We have a lot of trauma, a lot of issues that come our way. We really do. We really do. That's why I want black women to be selfish. You've earned the right. Oh, we've been earned that. Sometimes you have to be. There was a woman, a black woman, she's helping out with the homeless and all she's giving food and all of that. And she shows up and they've got some good home cooked food and some blankets and some clothing. What do you think happened? Now she's facing homelessness. Worried about other people. I thought about it, I said, out of the goodness of her heart. And I hate to say it, but I thought about it. Maybe if she had, she has her job. Hate to say it, spend all that energy, because it was mainly men that I saw down there. Maybe if she had spent her time trying to help those homeless men that I saw down there, maybe she should have spent more of her time maybe getting a part-time job or starting a side hustle. Because now she's on the receiving end of homelessness. Got to pack up her stuff. Nowhere to go. I thought about it. Trying to help those people. Would her time have been better spent if she'd had a side hustle and maybe save up some money and have some extra cash? But give, give, give. When it goes bad, who's there for the black women? And don't tell me your mama. Good. I mean, for you, some of you, that's good for you. I know she there for her son. But come on. Who's there to tell you, don't worry, I got you? So yeah, she put those eyes on him. I had to kind of laugh the way he did it. She put those eyes on him. Yeah, it's because experience. She don't have to speak. That's fine. But like I said, me, I understand it. It's just maybe not a good day. That's no surprising. That's not a surprise. Go through so much, and then people say, "Oh, they're not so friendly." They don't have to be. But I can tell you one thing: circumstances can dictate a lot. Just like yesterday, I sat down looking at my options trade, and I was like, I said, "Oh my gosh, I'm down another 20 something." He's like, "Oh, don't worry about it. Just really happens." Today looks a lot better. Because QQQ is down, boo. I hope it continues. I got a 309 put and a 307 put and a 304 put. And it's at 300. I hope they don't run this thing up. Let me at least try to get out. But yesterday I wasn't really happy about it because I said, they're gonna run this thing up. I need this to go down and soon. I wasn't so jolly then. But stop and think. What if the worst case scenario happened and you lose a whole lot of money and it's just you and you're like, oh, what am I going to do? Because that's a nice little, that's a lot for me. Maybe some of y'all are rich, I'm not. But you also want to be independent. So yeah, we're shaped by our experiences. Hence, the moniker that we've been given as the angry black woman. Well, let me tell you something. Why don't you walk in her shoes and then you tell me about it? Walk in the average black woman's shoes and let me see you with your cheerleading outfit. Those are some heavy shoes to wear. Those are some heavy shoes to wear, honey. Those stilettos might hurt your little feet. Everybody can't wear it. So look at what you have to deal with in everyday life, and then you look at the community, the things that happen, the things you have to deal with. She put those eyes on you. Yeah, it happens. Like I said, our experiences that can shape people's personalities. And she could be the most wonderful person. She doesn't feel like being friendly. But yeah, I told him, I said, people go through things like that. So maybe you're just, we're like that. We've been places, sit outside and eat. Next thing you know, I don't know if we're like the friendly magnet. It's like, wow, I've seen people like, oh, you mind if we sit down? Well, you already done pulled out the seat. You have literally, we're sitting up here eating in this. You've just hi, you mind if we sit down? And you done already pulled out the seat. It looks like your booty is headed toward the chair. I guess not. You're already here. Huh. Interesting. So yeah, so maybe we just give off that vibe of friendliness. You know what I'm saying? That's happened to me. I was traveling for business and I went to this place. Now it was crowded and I found this. I said, "Ooh, the last table." So I went to get the little food, but then I set my bags down. Next thing I know, I set my bags down. That's the last table. Oh, I got it! Yay! Uh, it's just me. I'm sitting down, and then I see this lady. I think they were from Germany, because yes, she told me. And she sat down. I was like, across from me, hi. I'm like, well, she said the table is occupied. She just sat down already. Oh, there's someone at the table. Do you mind if we sit down? I'm sure. Then here comes somebody else. Okay. Mm-hmm. You brought some other folk with you, girl. And, you know, where are you guys from? You're from Germany. You're visiting. Oh, okay. And just, talking. So, what could I do? I had my bags there. My purse was, of course, nearby. And, we just, they had their little shopping stuff. And we talked and had a conversation. And then, that was it. So I'm like, maybe just come off friendly like that. I think maybe that's it. We're like the friendly bunch. But yeah, why she responded in that manner, put those eyes on them, she's probably going through a lot. And the sad thing is, that is our norm. Try that day in and day out. So yeah, wow, the sister she put those eyes on me. You think? She may just be having that day. Just maybe. So anyway, just sharing that little story time with you. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. It is Friday. Wishing you the best. Please stay safe. I just saw a news report. Meanwhile, 67 years old, I believe in Houston, I think. These fools out here are getting desperate and more dangerous. Check it, folks. Shot the woman inside the car now. And then just put her out of her own, shot her inside her own vehicle, and then just snatched her out and left the lady on the ground. Drove off. Yeah, it was in Houston because they drove off and they said they went toward the direction, I believe, in the freeway of Katy, which is Texas. life is going to get a lot more challenging. And maybe sometimes you can be out friendly because you never know. There might be a ruse to get you to stop. And next thing you know, not that we would, no, we would never do that. But I'm saying for criminals, I thought about it. You have to be on the lookout because guess what? Sometimes being friendly is not a good idea. A person might try to, pull up on you. So sometimes being unfriendly might be a safety measure. Okay, so listen, gotta go. Thanks for listening to my long-winded video. Love you guys. Thanks for all your support. Okay, and I'm out. Simply Said here on YouTube.